Hi, this is Mark. Congratulations. You have found this amazingly awesome show. Chances are you're listening to it right now on whether it's iTunes or Stitcher Radio or some other mobile app that allows you to stream this amazingly awesome show to your ear holes. And I can't stress how awesomely amazing this show really is. But did you know that you can also catch the latest episode of this show on the Tangibound Network? That's right. Go check out tangiboundnetwork.com. You can look them up and you can listen to it right there. It's even mobile friendly. What more could you ask for? Which means you can pull it up on your iPhone or your Android, even your Windows phone. Yeah, who has one of those? But still, point remains, you can do it. You can do it. Check it out, tangiboundnetwork.com. Listen to this show, the latest episode, every time. Check it out.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a Spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 279.
Oh, usually I have something witty to say here, but I have nothing.
Oh no. The pregnant pausiest podcast on the network.
Goddamn right.
Man, that thing was ready to pop there, wow. Too.
What happened there? My brain just went.
It's thinking about Fury Road, Tony. It wants to get out there, you know?
Oh, apparently.
It's got the need. The need for
That's
speed.
Just, wow, that was crazy. Whatever. Anywho, here we are, we're recording.
I almost stopped recording and then I was like, no, that's...
No. You can't.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna plow through.
Yeah.
Gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing.
You are doing a lot of pointing, yeah. It's almost like you're getting ready for politics or something. You're doing so much pointing.
You like that?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, you know, you gotta have a move. Every president's got the way they position their hand move, you know?
Well, yeah. So. Mine's gonna be sideways, because I'm neck chopping everybody.
Woo!
Yeah. From New York City! Woo!
Yeah. Just knife edge chops to everybody. Get Putin in my office now. He reaches his hand out and you just knife edge chop him.
I really wish, one of us had a decent Ric Flair impression.
I know, it is too bad. Yeah.
It's funny because as I was waiting for you to hop on Skype, I was watching Ric Flair promos for some reason.
Sure. What do you mean for some reason?
I was working on the, some salty language goodness, and I had to go, Ric Flair in the background! Talk about stretch limos!
Right.
Woo! How, he's paid for more spilled liquor than that guy's ever bought drinks.
So good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
They're so good.
It's like, oh, God damn you and your awesomeness, Ric Flair.
Him shooting on the crowd and stuff is some of my favorite stuff. Like when he just makes comments to, like when someone would yell at him and he just, like, let your wife hang with me and, she'll see what a real man's like and, inviting women to come ride Space Mountain and just.
Yes.
In case you don't know, Space Mountain he's referring to is cack. So. Yeah. Yeah. Man. WWE Network has a new show called, was it like Story Time or something like that? Or WWE Stories. It's wrestlers just telling various stories. And then they animate them. And the show's only
that seems fun.
Yeah, the show's like 15 minutes long, and there's usually like 3 stories. And on the first episode, there's one of Ric Flair, and he's just talking about how he was on a plane one time, like a private plane or something, and the stewardesses, of course, are all gorgeous, and of course, they all want the nature boy, and they see his robe. And they want him to put the robe on. And he's like, ladies, I can't. I don't put the robe on over my clothes. And so, they're like, well, we want to see the robe, basically. So he's like, you got hot stewardesses that want you to take your clothes off and put your robe on. He's like, basically like, who's going to say no to that, and.
It's true.
Yeah. So, and then he gets into it, like, he goes a little further with the story. I can't remember what it was, but then he's like, and something like, and you can figure out the rest or something like that. So I'm going to guess he's insinuating that they all went for a ride on Space Mountain. So.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
He wooed all over him.
Right. He said on a recent podcast something like he's never had a dry spell. Like, as far as the sexual stuff goes. So I don't
even now.
He's still Ric Flair. I mean,
sure he's tearing it up in the old folks' home.
I mean, there's still probably people that are like, Rick can get it. I mean, whatever. More power to him.
I'm not going to talk shit, but
yeah,
I have a hard time believing he's never had a dry. I've seen the way he looks like today.
Yeah. In fairness,
he looked like that 2 years ago.
He never leaves gimmick, so,
this is true.
And obviously, it would ruin his gimmick if he were to be like, there was a time from like 90 to 93 that I could not touch pussy if I was in a cat holding cell, like, but I doubt, he's going to come out and do that. Although it'd be funny in like a tell-all book if he's just like, it was all bullshit. I don't drink. I don't.
Yeah, exactly. I actually despise limousines.
Yeah. I hate flying. I actually bus everywhere.
No good.
Yeah.
My shoes actually cost less than your house.
Yeah. Yeah. Not everything I was wearing was custom. My pants were actually off the rack.
Right. This is not an actual Rolex.
Yeah. Oh man.
The list goes on and on.
That'd be ridiculous. Oh man. Yeah. It's funny because he's one of those guys that I think so many people, and he's got his own podcast. I haven't listened to it, but so I don't know if he like tells stories from his
Ric
career.
Flair has his own podcast?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
I don't know what I forgot.
Please tell me it's called like Woo Time.
No, I think it's just like, the Ric Flair show or some dumb name like that.
It is just the Ric Flair show.
Yeah, see? It should be like NatureCast or something like that, or just called Nate.
Well, they're like the top link I have here is Ric Flair show. The one underneath it is called Woo Nation with Ric Flair.
Oh, okay.
Way better.
Much better. I didn't really. He's on that, unless maybe because he's on podcast 1 now, I think. So maybe they changed his name.
Let's see here.
Because if you look, like Jericho's podcast is called the Chris Jericho, or something like that. Stone Cold's.
It looks like it used to be called Woo Nation,
right? But
because the last thing posted was April 1st.
Okay.
On that website.
Podcast 1's really funny about like their shows. Like they just want like whoever the show is, they just want it to be called that basically, because like I said, Chris Jericho's is just like, his is Talk is Jericho. That's right. His actually has a decent name. But like Jim Ross is the Ross Report, which is pretty, that used to be what he called his, there was a segment on WWE.com that he did every week called the Ross Report and,
right.
But it's like, man, how are you just gonna the Ric Flair show? It's like Stone Cold's. It's just called I forgot what it is now, the Steve Austin show or something like that. It's just terrible. It should be named something from the gimmick.
That there's a Ric Flair shirt that has got the Wu-Tang W and it just says Woo in the W. That's pretty excellent.
That's pretty awesome, yeah. Yeah, anyway.
I'm not 100% down with, the Ric Flair show, though.
Yeah, I know. It seems pretty awful. For the guy who cut maybe the best promos of all time, and he's got, like, the lamest damn title. Like I said, it should be, like, just called Nate, or Woo Nation, or, something like that, Or
Tell you, Woo Nation is where it's at.
Yeah, I agree. He had a great name. I don't know. Unless people didn't know how many O's to put in Woo, and maybe it was confusing for people to find. I don't know. We found out. Remember, it's 6 because a friend of the show, Prado God, asked, or one of the guys asked Ric Flair. Remember?
Right, I do remember.
Yeah, it's 6 for those listening.
Hold on, I'm checking it. 6. Looking at the Woo shirt.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but this Woo shirt only has 5. Illegitimate Woo shirt.
Yeah, not legit.
Not legit. Fucking looking for water. Sweet, delicious water.
Settle down. Settle down.
It's so thirsty.
I said settle down. I know you're thirsty.
I thought about breaking out some bourbon tonight.
Man, I wish. I don't have any bourbon.
I decided it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking bourbon tomorrow, Brian.
Oh, boy.
I can't get into too many details, but, we'll see if Jeannie feels better. Because Jeannie of Salty Language, Lady Space Violence, I think she's got a case of the old Tony Co-AIDS.
Oh, that's no bueno.
She's been nice and sick. Like, she went to work yesterday, and they're like, go home. And then she was just home today. But in theory, we're supposed to go head up to Detroit and record with the Shot of History folks.
Ah, nice.
So, but, they're drinking, of course, because Shot of History.
Sure.
At noon.
I like it. That's a good plan.
That is a good plan. Normally, I don't do that unless I'm on vacation. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at my old liquor cabinet tonight because, like I told you, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, throw a little booze in to make some things get nutty.
Yeah, that's true. That is certainly true. Really quick.
That's a terrible idea.
I'm going to jump backwards for a quick second here.
Backwards.
If you're interested in buying a Ric Flair Woo shirt, this one has 6 on it on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Excellent.
It's the same shirt though. Wu-Tang Clan logo, 6 O's, and it says Woo across it.
Legit.
ProWrestlingTees.com. And from what I understand, most of the proceeds from the shirts on that website actually go to the person. Like it's
really,
yeah, it's not like WWE's deal where like a nickel from every shirt goes to the guys and ladies. Yeah, Pro Wrestling Tees it started as a thing with like Colt Cabana, an indie wrestler. And they wanted a way for basically for people who couldn't make it out to the indie shows to still support indie wrestlers, to where they could still buy merch of their favorite indie people. So pretty neat website. The idea is really cool. I love the fact that like there's a bunch of Macho Man shirts and stuff on there too. But there's a lot of the guys who are like former WWE guys or just indie guys have a lot of shirts. Like Edge has a bunch of shirts on there too. Because WWE is not going to make a bunch of Edge shirts because he's not on TV regularly. So,
Right.
Doesn't make any sense for him to. But on Pro Wrestling Tees, like there's one, I think Edge has one where it's, I want to say it's, I can't remember what it is. There's one, I can't remember if it's like the Evolution of Man or if it's Abbey Road, and then like the last one is him spearing the first person.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I'm looking right now.
Oh, I was just gonna pull it up here since I'm still on the site. But yeah. Anyway.
Got the Stone Cold Broken Skull Ranch.
Yep. Exactly.
Some Sabu action. I'm just looking at what they got in the head of the scroller here.
Oh, nice. They even have Sexton Hardcastle shirts for Edge. That was his original gimmick, because he was going to basically be a rated X superstar. Essentially, I just listened to him on Colt Cabana a couple weeks ago.
Of course, Brian.
Huh?
Of course, they've got the dilapidated boat T-shirt.
Yes, that's weird though, because
and they have a Vanguard one shirt,
right? Okay, the shirt I was thinking of with Edge is Abbey Road. Like, from the Abbey Road cover with the 4 Beatles, and he's spearing the first one.
Excellent.
Which I love, yeah.
Wow. Let's see here. I'm just going to click on Scott Hall, see what we got here. The bad guy.
We're just perusing things as we're doing the podcast.
I know. We probably shouldn't be.
But like I said, there's a bunch of guys, like I think Roddy Piper's official stuff is on here now. I can't remember if, I can't remember. Oh, nice. There's a Senior Benjamin one too. I can't remember what I was going to say. I can't remember if like, Sheik has stuff on here or not.
Sheiky Baby?
Sheiky Baby. Yeah. But, oh my God, dude, they had a shirt on here of Senior Benjamin when he was missing. And it just says missing with a picture of Senior Benjamin on it.
Well, of course.
Oh, it's too good.
Let's see here. Sheiky Baby. I'm searching Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Sheik. No whammies. No wham. Why is it taking so far?
No whammies. What the fuck?
It doesn't look like we have any Sheiky Baby.
All right.
Probably because these guys own shit.
Yeah, I just didn't know. Some of the guys sell stuff on their own, and then like the same shirts are also available on, what do you call it? On the Pro Wrestling Tees.
Hold on. They have Wrestleroos, which is underwear. They have a pair of underwear that says Slobber Knocker on.
Oh, that's right, because JR has his merch on here too. Oh my. I don't know that I want Slobber Knocker on my britches, but...
Oh my.
There is a Ric Flair shirt that says Space Mountain, the oldest ride with the longest line.
I'm checking one last thing.
All right.
Before I get the fuck off this website.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking at the top selling things of all time.
That's actually, I'm looking at the ones from last week.
Which, the ones from all time are all New Japan Pro Wrestling or grab bag shit.
I don't doubt it.
Because the first thing that you get in here is the Macho Man Cream of the Crop shirt.
Damn right.
I mean,
right.
The cream of the crop!
Exactly. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, the New Japan stuff, the Bullet Club sold so much merch through Pro Wrestling Tees. And
all the merch.
I mean, like for indie guys, essentially, they were selling stuff at like legitimate amounts. Like if you look at some of the shows, like half the people in the crowd are wearing Bullet Club stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the Bullet Club?
It's just a group, like their Wolf Pack or whatever. It's their group over there. It's a group of, I forgot how many guys, 4 or 5 guys, but there were some huge names in it that are now in WWE, honestly. But because Finn Balor,
the Bullet Club sing "Smooth Up in Ya"?
I couldn't tell you that.
That was the Bullet Boys, actually.
Nice try, Tony. Swing and a miss.
Hey, Neil and Heno appreciated that one.
Did they though? Did they?
Smooth up in ya.
Maybe they're yelling at whatever they're listening through because you got it wrong.
No, it's not. Mm-mm.
No? All right.
Negative.
Oops, I typed in Macho King. I meant to type in Macho Man. Oh, oddly enough, you type in Macho King, things still come up.
As they should.
Yeah.
Because respect.
Because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah.
That too.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wow, there's a lot of Macho Man shirts.
Dude, it's
Oh, yeah.
Macho Man.
I know, I'm just saying. There are a lot of Macho Man shirts, that's all. I'm telling people so that they can go, oh, I need a Macho Man shirt in my life. They can go get all sorts of Macho Man shirts. I feel like I feel like we should get a kickback from Pro Wrestling Tees. We just gave them like 15 minutes of sponsorship.
I agree. Or at least we get to pick out like 43 T-shirts and they'll send them to us.
Each. Yeah, that seems fair.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course, each. Jesus.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
Well,
what are we, not professional?
Exactly. Well,
sons of bitches.
So, all right, we should move on
Yeah.
from Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah, moving on.
So, how was your week, Seth?
Pretty uneventful. I mean, it's a short week for us.
Oh, yeah,
doing
that
our
too.
recordings since we put out a late show and all that shite.
Right.
So basically my work consisted of, my work. That tells you what work might consist of. My week consists of basically just work.
Mm-hmm.
Work. Plus some work. Although I did have something. Well, you got anything before I get into story time real quick?
Not a whole lot, but I mean, I can recap my week pretty quick. I have like one short story from mine, but that's it. So whatever you want to do here.
Go ahead, because I had something that happened to me tonight that I'm glad it happened because I was like, this is going on the fucking podcast.
Oh, right. Well, just so that it's recorded or whatever, I actually slept for about 8 hours straight last night. And maybe the first time in, I don't know, 60 years. So that was
60 years, you say?
So that was incredible. Oddly enough, probably feel like I could still just go back to bed. So hopefully I'm not like coming down with something. You know how you get sometimes when like you got like a flu creeping up on you or something and you could sleep forever and then you get up and you're like, wow, I'm not refreshed at all. You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
that's my favorite kind of sleep.
Yeah, that's like when you black out, or pass out, So, but it was weird though, cause I was dreaming and I can remember one thing from the dream. And of all the damn things to remember from dreams, this is something. So you and I were at a bar. Shocking. I know to everybody.
Yeah, all right.
So
sounds realistic.
We're looking out, and I'm guessing from the bar that we were at, it was probably like the Cloister or something, because there's a big window we could see outside from where we were sitting. And, so there was this group of guys that go by in a Mustang, and you're like, look at those douchebags. And I'm like, yeah, they're broling in their 5.0 as they rolled by because they were a bunch of bros, like meathead type bros.
Oof.
And I remember in the dream, I'm laughing like crazy and you're just like, dude, like brutal.
Brolin in my 5.0.
Yeah. Cause first of all, it's a terrible pun. Second of all, it's a Vanilla Ice reference.
Yeah, that's bad on a couple different levels.
Right. So, that's how terrible my life is. I'm crushing it on the puns in my dreams though. So.
Crushing it. Killing it.
Yeah. So, but that's not the thing. So I go to the store yesterday and, it was a nightmare because they're remodeling the grocery store that's right by my house. And by remodeling, I mean like stuff like paper plates were on like the left side of the store. They're all the way to the right now. So this place is just
rearranging all the things.
Yeah, there's so much just getting shifted all over the place, and I have no clue where it is. And to most people, this isn't a big thing. To somebody with anxiety, it's a huge deal because you get anxious because you can't find what you're looking for. And grocery stores are places I don't want to be for very long anyway because they're usually nightmares with people and their obnoxious children or old people that just won't get out of the way, and
May I suggest scissor kicks?
It just wasn't in
so many scissor kicks.
I didn't have the energy for a bunch of scissor kicks yesterday, so I just used my carton. No, I'm kidding.
Just scissors then.
Yeah, yeah. Just go over to the school supply aisle and grab all the scissors. But anyway, so, you know, it took me longer in there to find stuff than it should have, which, you know, drives me crazy. And, so I get done. But earlier in the day, in one of the groups I'm in, somebody had brought up that Lay's makes a cheddar bacon mac and cheese chip.
Right.
And, you know, I'm talking with people, and some of them live in Canada, and apparently they're not available in Canada. They're, you know, America only. So,
well, it sounds very America.
yeah, it does. So I was like, well, I'm going to get these because, you know, I want to taunt my Canadian friends with, hey, I got these macaroni and cheese chips.
Now, I have to ask one thing.
Okay.
Do they taste any different than just the cheddar bacon chips that have already been out?
What
makes it a mac and cheese?
That's actually the thing, is that it definitely has a cheddar bacon taste to it. There's a little difference, but not a lot. They're good if you like that kind of a chip. They're good. But they're very much cheddar bacon chips.
I would accept it if the chips were shaped like macaroni noodles.
That would be kind of funny. You know, do like cheese doodles that are flavored with it or something.
Throw them in there, or I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what makes it macaroni, because you would have to add a pasta taste in order to really, or a chew, you know, to do that.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that.
Or that fake Kraft powder taste, if you can somehow.
Yeah. And I'll give you that.
Manufacture that.
They at least didn't taste like, you know, powdered cheese in that aspect. They tasted like, you know, normal chips, powdered cheese, but, you know,
right.
Like I said, you know, they pretty much taste like cheddar bacon, chips. You know, I still enjoyed them. It's just, you know,
well, cheddar bacon, anything. I mean,
right.
You know, it could be cheddar bacon punch me in the face, and I'm like, I'm interested.
Just instead of wrapping your hands with something to protect your knuckles, you're just wrapping bacon around your hands.
Yep. Dipping in the shredded cheese like we're doing some kumite.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say powdered, but yeah, I like shredded better because it's at least real cheese, or real cheese. I don't know, whatever.
Real
yeah, I don't know. Just dipping it in like the Kraft Dinner, for my Canadian friends, the Kraft Dinner powder or whatever, you know, like, let's go. Like,
let's go.
Like, quit biting my hands. Like, so yeah, there was that. That was, different. You know, it's like, I know Lay's has been putting out a bunch of different flavors over the last few years, you know, cause they have the contest every year.
Right.
But yeah, so, looks like sometime in the near future, I'm going to be sending some, cheddar bacon chips to a friend in Canada, and she's going to send me Canadian treats that we can't get here. Like, they have ketchup chips, which we knew, cause I think Neil and Annalise got sent ketchup chips, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and so she's going to send me a bag of ketchup chips and some candies that they have up there, like Smarties up there, because they're different than remember we talked about this around Halloween, how the Smarties here are like hot garbage, but in Canada, Smarties are pretty popular, and apparently
they're like moose knuckles.
Yeah, I think so. They're moose teen.
Moose teen. Like delicious. Seal toenails.
I can only hope. But anyway, so I've been asked that when that stuff comes in to, you know, record my reaction to it. And, you know, of course I'll do that. So I'll probably be doing like a YouTube video or something of me doing that for our feed.
All right.
So.
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, right? So. Yeah. All right, that's what I got.
Well, today, Brian.
Picture it. Today.
This is lovely.
Yeah.
You know, because the wife's sick. The kids, they're staying at their grandma and grandpa this weekend because, like, Logan's got to build a thing for school, and Leah just wants to hang out there. I think they're going over there because they have the internet over there. Yeah. They still haven't got it back here.
Oh. Love it. Right.
But that's just me thinking that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, so normally the kids do the dishes, you know, after dinner and stuff, but they're not here. She's sick. So I'm like, well, I'm doing the dishes.
Right. Doing them like, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead style.
I wish.
The dishes are done, man. Yeah.
So I am, you know, I got my phone up on the windowsill. I'm watching some YouTubes.
Right. Porn. Got it.
And I'm washing. And then I see a little text message scroll across the top of my phone.
Yeah.
And it just says, hey, it's Jessica. And I'm like, and I know like 3 or 4 different Jessicas.
Right.
You know, and I only think I have like 1 or 2 at her phone numbers. So I'm
right.
Like, but it was a 419 number, which is our local area code. So it's like, it must be someone I know.
Yeah, like, new phone, who dis? Yeah.
Yeah, so which I think it's funny because the new iOS, it must be because she opened with, "Hey, it's Jessica." The contact on my phone was called Maybe Jessica, and then their phone number, which I thought was weird.
Maybe Jessica, that's funny. That sounds like something a guy who, meets a girl, can't remember her name, puts in, I think it was Jessica.
Well, so, I dry off my hands so I can try to figure out who it is, because I always thought maybe it was Jessica, our old server.
Right.
From the Oliver House, Jessica.
Right.
So, okay, I'm gonna read this text conversation I had.
Okay, that was, first of all, that was who I was thinking it was going to end up being. So
yes.
Right.
Spoiler, it's not.
Damn it.
So hey, it's Jessica. I go, "Hiya, how's it going?" "Oh, it's going. How are you?" It's like, "Well, Friday night, so I'm living it up, about to do some dishes." Party animal.
Right.
She goes, "Wild thing." I go, "How about you? What's on your agenda?" Because I'm still thinking it's a Jessica I know.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm like, I don't think I know this girl.
I was just going to say, spoiler alert, it isn't.
Well, shoot, I don't know. No one is doing anything at all. LOL. So here I am sitting on my bed naked till I find some plans. I went, what a predicament. Naked with nothing to do. Right?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. I go, I gotta ask.
Pics?
Is this Jessica that... Yeah, pics. Don't get me wrong. Crossed my mind.
Yeah, of course it did.
I gotta ask, is this the Jessica that just moved to London, or the Jessica that knows my pal Tony M? Neither. Damn. LOL. Now you don't get to know. I went, that's fair. She went, yep. So, besides you bored and naked and me elbow deep in soap, have you watched anything good recently? So I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck this is.
Right. Yeah.
Because, another part of me is thinking, and it's been a while since we've gone out to the bars and such.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not beyond reasonable doubt that someone named Jessica has my phone number.
That's very true.
I don't recall giving it to them.
That is very true.
You never know.
Right.
So she's like, "So are you now messaging some random girls named Jessica? Right now?" "Yes." "I'm starting to think you might have the wrong person. What's my name?" "John, LOL." This is kind of funny.
It's like, it can be. It can be. Let me see pics.
Yeah, pics. He's like, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I want to keep it going. Can't wait for it to click in your head, LOL. Geez. As much as I would like to pretend to be John, I'm a Tony. You're not, though. Smiley face. Nice try. So I went, does John sport a robust beard? I don't know what robust is.
First of all, shame on her, because robust is a word that you should know.
Yeah, exactly. So she goes, "Are we playing Guess Who now?" LOL, sure.
It sure seems like it. Yeah.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Okay, I know you. So you're supposed to say, does Jessica have ... or sport whatever you fancy. What kind of dish soap do you use? Green stuff from Costco? Nice." So I'm like, does Jessica have dark hair? Because all of the Jessicas I know have dark hair except one.
You missed your window right there, Tony, because your first one should have been, does Jessica have nude pics she'll send me? Come on, man. What are you doing?
If only.
I'm just
if
kidding.
only.
Yeah.
And she goes, no. I go, what about John? She goes, John has really short hair. Looks brown, dark brown. Beard has red in it, though, and then like the laughing, crying face, which I don't understand why that's so funny.
I don't know.
Unless John got his Red Wings with her, maybe.
Whoa. Maybe.
So I go, short, like shaved short? I can't remember. LOL. Just short.
Wow. I love the fact that she's sending dude this message and she has no real memory of what he looks like.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So I'm like, I am terrible at Guess Who. Well, you're supposed to be asking about me, so ha ha ha.
Yeah.
So, is Jessica short? No, she's about 5'7". I go, see? Terrible. Laughing my ass off. I went, wait, because there's another Jessica that just popped in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, does Jessica play roller derby?
Right.
Because I kind of know a Jessica that does.
Right.
And she went, no, ha ha. Man, this Jessica just does not qualify as a friend. I'm starting to understand. Frowny face. it's okay. Maybe I'll see you soon. I went, see, now I feel bad for being so awful at this game. LOL, well, it's okay. Not everyone is good at it. I went, give me some clues. Not, I'm sorry, give me some clues on, please. I put, not on, please. Just please. Damn thumbs. And she goes, you'll figure it out so fast. I hope so, at least. Or I'll feel like a piece of shit. Well, we don't want that. LOL. Jessica likes coffee, long walks on beaches, and scary movies. I like these things, too. You don't like scary movies as much as I do, though. I went, so if this wasn't John, then don't be mad at John. Because as much as I'm enjoying this random chat, I'm not John. LOL, what? Well, this just got good. Okay, send me a picture. You're lying, LOL. See, you're thinking, now, I can't send a picture. I am John. What do I do now? So I sent a picture of me holding a sign that says, not John, sorry. To her.
Perfect.
And she goes, sure. Oh my God, I just found the right number. It's 344. This is so embarrassing. And, hey, have a fine night, Jessica. You too.
I bet she's really glad, because can you picture if this was a guy maybe she would sext with? Can you imagine if she had led somewhere with like nudies or, something really tawdry,
Well, I mean, it was the first like 3 bubbles of conversation. She's like, I'm naked on bed trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe.
Which, of course, it got my attention. I was like, well, now,
yeah, like,
who is this chick?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
The old wrong number conversations.
Oh, that's funny.
I've had a few of those, but none of them that went as long as that one went.
Yeah. Mine are never that good, aside from, the running joke of me texting the wrong person for one of our growler nights. But
that was
in fairness, I texted the person. I didn't know their number changed, so I was texting,
right.
What I had. But oh man, that's good.
Yeah, it really made my evening.
Now, see, what I'd love to do, like, there's so many times in life when something like this happens, and I would love to hear the other person tell the same story.
Right.
Because I'd love to hear her thought process, what was going on in her head through the conversation, So text her real quick and tell her to call in. No.
I love that she's just like, I want to keep this thing going, this little game we're playing. It's like, bitch, it's not a game.
She was bored, I mean.
Apparently.
What you can do? She's naked on her bed and bored, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, at least you showed her a good time, Tony.
I try, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
I try.
And you were a gentleman about it, too, because you easily could have went internet creep at least 3 times through that conversation.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, kudos to you for, not being a werewolf right there.
To be fair, one, I thought maybe it was someone I might have known.
Right, which would be weird.
Turn the creep on.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been pretty
And then
awkward.
I realized it was someone that had no idea who I was. I'm like,
right. Yeah, you're like, this just doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's so great, though. Oh, shit. Man, nothing like
Good
that.
times.
Yeah, I was going to say, all the ones I get a lot of times, it'll just be like, someone will send a text and I'll be like, I don't think this is who you think it is. Oh, sorry. And that's how they end.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how all my other ones. This one was just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was bored. She was bored. She's, wanted to see where it was going to go. Maybe she was DTF and just like, well, we'll see where this plays out.
Yeah. I'm just going to text a random number, see what happens.
Sure, why not? Don't we all?
Fun times.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been a meh. I'm looking forward to the Shot of History thing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine so.
Because I like that. I like that crew of people.
Yeah, me too. They're good.
Which
folks.
I need to ask Stephanie on the show about something. Because I recently, she popped up on my Facebook, time feed for oh, here's a person you might know. So I was like, I'll friend her, whatever.
Sure.
And then she 2 days later put up a thing here's what's going on. If you're not friending me because of my personal life or my writing, please unfriend me. If you're going to send me dirty pictures, please unfriend me. And all these things about please unfriend her. Which is just how often does this happen to women?
A lot.
Exactly, because it must be because, I don't know how well Shot of History's doing, but I also know she writes, and now she's on our podcast and all that.
Yeah.
How she's getting exposure.
Right.
Which makes me wonder how many guys are like, oh, she's talking about whipping out a titty on Shot of History. I'm going to whip out my dick.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone who listens. Yeah.
It's just fascinating to me.
Right. I'm sure Trico and Dev have a hard time not doing that while they're in the room,
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Well, I guess in fairness, I don't know that they haven't,
Also true.
Yeah. I got a shot of something else. Just run out of the room.
But I guess on the, I don't know. I guess it's a mindset thing. 'Cause I was thinking about it. I was like, on the other side of things, if I got a DM that was like, I like your creep voice. Here's my titty. I'd be like, oh.
Cool.
I'm clearly doing the creep voice
right.
more often.
I was going to say our next podcast, I'd be like, dude, why are you doing Uncle Tickle the whole show?
You're like, dude, DMs.
Yeah.
DMs on fleek.
Yeah, then I'd be like,
is that what the kids are saying?
Yeah, sure. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah. Same here.
I don't know.
I'd understand that at least.
Poor ladies on the internet.
Yeah, I know. It's brutal. I hear stories all the time that I just always find myself apologizing for our gender.
What are you going to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you can't, I don't want to say you can't stop it. It's going to happen. I don't like those thoughts because that makes it sound like I'm being dismissive of it, but I'm not. Like if I hear it, if I'm in these groups and some guy crosses the line, I'm like, hey, whoa, rein it back in, chief, and I'm all for, guys getting booted for, like if they send somebody a dick pic or whatever. But it's amazing how many stories I've heard of women like, yeah, I had to block guys for this. Or like you'll see some woman tweet something. I'm trying to think what it was. There was a woman that told me a tweet of hers the other day. And within 10 minutes, she blocked a guy because his response to her was dick pic. And it was not a sexy, tweet. It was, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, guys do realize that saying hi is not done with your dick, right? Like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry to blow anyone's minds here, but that's not how it's done. Idiots.
Yeah, we need to get some of these ladies on. I'd like to talk to some of these people.
We should do an enthusiast round table. That's what we should do.
The Enthusiast presents Ladies of the Internet.
Yeah, we need some that have, had a bunch of this kind of crap that are willing to talk about it and then, go through, some of it so you and I can just shake our heads through most of the episode. Because I'm sure that's about what'll happen.
And learn from those guys' experience to not fall into those pit traps.
Yeah, right. Some of them are pretty easy, but others are, yeah. So.
You know what I love, guys? Roses. Here's my dick.
How about this bouquet?
For sure.
It's not a rose, but it'll prick you. Ugh. Terrible.
I like those Thanksgiving tweets. May I present my cornucopia of meat?
All right, I'm writing cornucopia of meat down for a title.
All right, fair enough.
Before that, I was going to go with Brolin, but man, I can't. Cornucopia of meat is. Oh my god, I'm sure I'm spelling this wrong. Oh well, I'll fix it later.
That's what the internet's for.
I'll fix it in post.
That and dick pics.
Right, apparently. Oh my god. Woo. Good times.
Yeah,
good times.
I like this idea of the ladies of the internet.
I think we should put that together. Yeah. We'll have to see, get like a Google Hangout or a Skype party of some sort and find some various people we can talk with. I'll see if I can put something together.
Put some feelers out there. Not dick-shaped feelers.
Yeah, just gropey hand feelers,
For sure.
Not creepy at all. This is how I hug. Honk, honk. Because you got to have the classy honking sound.
Well, of course. Honk, honk is right.
Because there's nothing worse than announcing your sexual assault.
You're announce it like it's an anime attack.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. Now we're just going to go on a separate road. Every time Adult Swim shows previews for Toonami, where it's just a bunch of anime, every time they show it, there's just everybody's yelling. Like everything is being yelled all the time. Why is there so much yelling in anime?
Do you think maybe it's got something to do with because Japan's such a reserved culture?
I don't know. Maybe, and then they can get all crazy and wild in their anime. I guess because
have some guy yell like Iron Fist.
Yeah,
and he like shatters some guy's neck bone.
Right. I mean, it's weird because it's almost like when you play D&D, you have to announce everything. You play Magic, you have to announce a card you're playing. In anime, I don't think you have to yell the move you're about to do. I think you can just do it. Just like in fighting movies, they don't yell,
no, you have to yell
axe
the
kick.
move.
But in fighting movies, they don't yell like axe kick and then axe kick a guy. They just do it,
How great would that be in the UFC?
Oh, yeah, right. Spinning back fist. Yeah.
What?
Nice. We both went that one.
That was weird.
Yeah. Sock.
That would be funny.
That
To
would
just
be.
yell your move in the guy's face as you're about to do it.
Yeah.
Double leg takedown!
Yeah.
What?
Everything you do, you just yell it. That would be, oh my God, that'd be hilarious. It'd be funnier if the guy was successful,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, let's send something to our buddy Conor McGregor and see if he'll do it. Oh man.
Hip escape! Armbar!
Oh man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
That at least needs to be a YouTube bit.
Right? Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the yelling of the moves, but it's definitely an anime thing.
Yeah. Because, in Marvel cartoons, Spider-Man doesn't yell like, web attack, and then do it, or Batman doesn't yell batarang as he's throwing batarangs, which would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
It'd be like that Trey Parker, or Matt Stone bit from, you remember those intros to South Park where they had like the people at the nursing home behind him and he yelled Ninja Star at him?
Ninja Star! Yes.
I'm
writing that down to put on the website.
Good. Those are so great.
Ninja Star!
The best one will always be, what is it, when they were sitting by the fire and their sweaters change every time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are so good though.
I am going to take the anime move announcing thing because when we were driving to and from Florida, Logan really wanted to play a game he has called Gamma World.
Okay.
And it's a RPG D20 game, and he got it a couple years ago. He's never played it.
Okay.
And he wanted to run a game, right?
Right.
So we're like, whatever. And the whole thing in Gamma World is you roll D20. Like, character creation super easy. You roll D20, and your primary thing is this.
Okay.
And you roll an RD20, and your secondary thing is this. And that's your character.
Right. That makes sense.
Right?
Okay, sure. Seems like you'd be able to roll characters really fast that way.
Yeah, and then you just do abilities and stats, and you're done. It's really
that's
easy.
Cool. Yeah. So you can just
So,
get
like,
right
my
into the
dude-
game. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it takes place in like a post-apocalyptic, like nuclear radiated world.
Of course, right.
So my dude is a giant mutant cockroach who can make doppelgangers of himself. And I'm having so much fun playing the character because I can make a clone, and my clone could go do shit,
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like multiple man.
Okay, sure. Right.
Yeah.
Jamie Madrox, right.
So I am for sure announcing all my moves now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because, we're one of the first things I did with my character is because I can make a doppelganger 25 feet away.
Right.
And then the doppelganger goes to turn immediately after me, right?
Right.
So we had a dude running away from us. So I moved my full movement and then made my doppelganger as far away as I could. And then my doppelganger made its full movement, did a flying kick, and killed the guy.
Nice. Now, here's a question. Are you going to announce your kicks or your moves and also your doppelganger's moves?
Well, the doppelganger announces it himself.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason I asked is if you were announcing both, then would you say like doppelganger front kick or something like that? That's why I was asking.
Well, because when I was explaining in the car what I was doing, I'm like, I'm going to run my full movement And then my guy's going to get into a deep karate stance and flex his fist out. And then my doppelganger's going to appear and do the flying kick. You know?
That's awesome. I like that idea. That's great. Yeah.
And then once the guy dropped, I was like, oh, and I dismissed the doppelganger.
Yeah. So
I need to start doing it because it's, you know, it's fun. I like having fun.
Yeah, exactly. I really like this.
It's such a silly character.
Well, the thing is, I'm just picturing it in my head, you know, and I'm picturing like, you know, again, in like an anime where like the guy does, like you said, he stands there and flexes and then, you know, the doppelganger, and you're like, front kick, and then it kicks, you know, it's just reminds me of like, you know, I think like, don't they do that in like Pokemon, don't they? Like when they throw the Pokeball or whatever, don't they yell like the attack of whatever the hell it is or something?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I know as a fan of Naruto, when they're doing their different ninja moves,
Pablo,
like, you know,
Pablo Neruda?
Yes, Pablo Neruda.
No.
Is that what you said? Pablo Neruda?
Yeah.
It's the offbeat Mexican Naruto.
Yeah.
Shadow Konjutsu. See.
Anyway.
But yeah, so they always announce their shit, you know. It's like Sharingan or, you know, Fireball, this or that, or Dick Pic.
That's a great one. Dick Pic. Just picture throwing a Pokeball, the thing pops open and like
it's just a dick.
Yeah, I know you were talking Naruto, but it just went right back to Pokemon. Just Dick Pic, and it just pops out. Just boing.
It's like
Jesus.
that gif where it's like that gif from Wipeout or ever when the dick-shaped inflatable thing takes the lady down.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, that'd be ridiculous.
Wow, that would be ridiculous.
Oh man, you know, at least for once you could laugh at someone sending a dick pic, though. You know,
this is true.
I mean, you know, especially if they're using those powers for good.
You know, if and when we assemble the ladies of the internet, you know, there's got to be some hilariously awful dicks that these ladies have seen.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because there's some of them that'll just, I love, like, there's some on Twitter that, like, when they get sent dick pics, they just will post them right on Twitter with the person's name and be like, this guy sends dick pics. And it's like, you know, it's a horrible invasion of privacy, but at the same time, I don't have a problem with it because, you know, don't send unsolicited dick pics, you know?
There's a woman I follow on Snapchat that will do that. Mm-hmm. Someone will send her an unsolicited dick, and she'll just screen cap it and send it back out with a thing right after. It's like, yeah, this is what happens if you send me a dick pic. It's like all my followers get to see it.
Yeah, it's like I hate that. You know, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I don't want to see the dick. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see it, but
no.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's wearing a sombrero, then maybe.
Well, yeah, that's a different story, you know.
Sombrero, poncho, mustache, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you dress it up classy, that's what. Remember, I talked on one of our episodes about they did that on Not Safe with Nikki Glazer, where they brought guys in and did pictures of their dicks where they put they had little backgrounds and stuff and all that kind of thing. It was really funny.
Glamour shots, even.
Sure. I mean, why not, right? You know, what would be cool if dress your dick up like you looked in high school and put that, laser background behind it.
Exactly.
You know?
Laser backgrounds kind of got, the misty foreground.
Sure, yeah. Lay it against the wall, take that moody, you know, pic that everybody seems to have, or, you know, put some hands underneath it with the head of it tilted, you know? It's good times, you know? You just gotta be a little artsy about it.
And then you got the head of the dick in the corner that's kind of faded out facing the other direction.
Yes, absolutely. You know, or just post pics of your dick, you know, take a family photo and just, you know, Photoshop your dick on all the people, you know, just stuff like that. You gotta have some fun with it, you know?
Naturally.
I think if you do those kind of things, you might get a better response.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because, she still isn't going to want to see your dick, but at least you put some work into it.
least you funnied it up.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we can recommend.
Now I have to know.
Okay.
Do I want to Google this?
No, but yes. This is where I wish we had a research person. There's got
to be someone out there that has dick costumes.
Oh yeah, those have to exist.
They have to exist.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, here we go.
The better part will be when you dress your dick up, or if you really want to capture their attention, dress your dick up as like a puppet to where it looks like you're a ventriloquist, you know, like it's sitting on your lap, you know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, let's see here.
You went for it, huh? Oh, boy.
Oh,
You're braver than I am, Tony. Yeah, I wish everyone could see the look on your face.
Well, I
right
put
now.
in penis costumes.
Right.
And, yeah, never again will I look at that.
Okay, right.
It's just people, like, costumes with, you know, of dicks for people. But then there was one link that was like 11 creative costume ideas for your penis.
Sure, yeah.
And yeah, no, I'm good not looking at that anymore.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know if there's I don't know, Brian. It doesn't seem like it's a thing.
There's got to be someone on Etsy or something like that's got to be making them. You know,
unless I don't have the proper Google search, and I'm not gonna get too hardcore into this.
Yeah, exactly. That's my deal. Is I don't know that I'd really want to really go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And in fairness, you know, it shouldn't just stop at ones for the old penis. They should have them for the vagines as well. You know.
I agree.
Because why not? You know. That way.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Did you find one that you enjoyed?
I found it not enjoyed. It's funny.
Damn, I was hoping I can get you to say yes on that.
Let's just say, of course, it's BuzzFeed because they find all the hot garbage that people want to see.
Absolutely.
Says this woman is making the cutest dick pics you've ever seen. It's some New York photographer, and she makes tiny costumes.
There you go.
And the one I was laughing at is it's a dick dressed up like Kanye West.
Oh, fun.
Oh, well, that's okay. So, you know, thank God these are all click here to reveal the image. For sure, this is going on the website, just not a picture of the dicks.
Yeah.
And she buys dolls and action figures and takes her clothes to put on the dicks.
That makes sense. Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
boom. You just picture your dick wearing some fatigues and you're like now with kung fu grip and lifelike hair. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hope someone got that G.I. Joe reference.
God, I looked at another one just because it was Saddam Hussein.
Now, see, that's too on the nose for me. You know, like making a dick pic of someone that people think is a dick that's a little too on the nose. You know,
right?
I don't know.
I just wonder what she's doing because she's a fairly attractive lady, and the couple of different costumes I saw. These are some chubbed up dicks. Now, if some lady's putting a leather coat and sunglasses on my dick, I don't know how in the game it's going to be. That's just a little weird.
Yeah. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe she
gets
some
secret techniques.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe she gets them gamed up first or something, or maybe they pop Viagra or something, you know, for modeling.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah. You should contact her and find out. See if we can get her on The Enthusiast.
Get her on The Enthusiast. Oh my. Oh my.
That would be a fun talk. I'm in for that.
Actually, it would be a fun talk, wouldn't it?
Right?
Well, I'm putting the link up.
Nice.
On the old website.
Nice.
Let's see here. And she does, she's at Dixer Gallery on Twitter.
Of course.
Why wouldn't she be?
Right. Well, I mean, in fairness, you know, that's what they are. They're Dixers, I guess. So.
It's true.
Now, does she offer a service to where if a gentleman wanted to class up his dick pics, that he could, hire her and then use that? Because, I mean, that's a service right there,
That's an excellent question.
Although, in fairness, if someone did offer that service, and say you were up for the idea, let's move past that part, would you wear the costume she already has?
Like, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Okay, so she's a professional dicture taker, right? Like,
right.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like, if you go into some of these places, they'll have like costumes for people to put on for photos or what have you. So, would you, like, if she provided outfits, would you take one from her selection, or would you be like, I need to know that's 100% brand new before I'm putting it on my dick?
Yeah, that would for sure.
You wouldn't want to use a used one?
No. You might find this shocking. But no.
You're just like, hold on, let me put a condom on first, and then I'll put the...
Yeah. Like, can you dunk that thing in Lysol?
Yeah. It's like when you go try shoes on, they have like the store sock, those little disposable socks or whatever. You're like, I'm going to need something like that first. Cause
yeah.
I
need whatever the equivalent is to the Hooters tights.
Oh yeah.
For my dick.
Right. Perfect.
The awful Hooters tights.
Yeah. That'd be a good look on the old Johnson,
Definitely.
All right, let's move on from this. We've talked a lot of dick on this show, my friend.
Well, I guess so. What the fuck's wrong with us?
Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think what else I got to talk about here. Because, a while ago when we were talking a tad about the UFC, did you see Conor McGregor filed to get a boxing license?
I heard that, yeah.
And there's the rumors that, he's doing it so that he can actually fight Mayweather.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Well, money-wise, it's brilliant because they'll both make so much money from that.
Yes.
But
that I agree with.
But from there, I don't know.
Oh, he was apparently issued one in California, a boxing license.
I was just looking at that. Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. Also, did you see that he gave up the featherweight title? The featherweight title?
I did see that.
There's a lot of talk that he might have been stripped behind the scenes, though. That because he, wasn't going to fight for whatever, so they stripped him of it so that they could put the belt up. But
it kind of makes sense to want to put the belt up. I mean, because there's so much time between the fights.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't have but at the same time, he's the champ.
Yeah. I think it's not a good idea in UFC to let guys really go for more than one belt because it's hard for them to defend two belts. Because after one fight, if you get hurt a little bit, it could be 6 months to a year before you're even allowed to fight again. Let alone, and that really, it's like, shit, now we can't put that belt up for 6 to 8, unless they do an interim or something, and who cares about, the interim champions and stuff. Sometimes it's cool, but other times it's like, you're just doing this because McGregor can't fight right now. It's not really the same thing,
Yeah, exactly. It's not quite what we're looking for.
Yeah. So, I'm very curious. I'm very curious about the, what do you call it? The boxing license. Like if he actually goes forward with it.
Well, what do you think? I think we've talked about this before, but does he beat Mayweather?
In boxing? I don't think so. Mayweather.
Yeah, I don't. He's just Mayweather's like goddamn next level when it comes to boxing.
I mean, not to mention, just seriously, just looking at the fact that it's, he's been boxing for all of his life. Like, the sport of boxing. So if it's going to be scored as the sport of boxing, McGregor's boxing is UFC boxing.
Right.
It's not the same boxing. The angles are different. The footwork's different. It's a whole different beast. So I don't know. Like I said, money-wise, they'll make ungodly amounts of cash off of it.
Yeah, the money would be ridiculous.
Yeah, both guys will make just huge banks. So I can't blame either one of them if they're like, yeah, let's do this, I mean, fair, either thing, anything either of them does brings a lot of money, but putting them together, it's going to pool a huge pay-per-view numbers. Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't think, unless he gets lucky somewhere, because Mayweather doesn't get hit because of his footwork. He moves and bobs, and so I don't know. McGregor, you can't clinch. you can't push him against the cage. You know, there's things that, you know, just like I said, the whole beast is different. So if McGregor's going to go after him, I'd almost like to see him quit doing UFC stuff and focus only on boxing to, you know, really get the pedigree down of it.
Right.
But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll be shocked by a result.
I mean, if say for instance, Conor and Mayweather box, they do make huge bank. I bet you Conor's like, I'm good, and retires.
Yeah.
Especially because he's having a baby. Well, not him, but you know.
That'd be really weird.
That would be really weird. But, you know, he's going to be a dad, and he had a friend of his that died from head trauma in the ring. And
yeah, exactly.
So it wouldn't surprise me if once he gets like a large paycheck, if he just is like, peace, I'm out. Because he can make money doing whatever after that.
Well, again, he could do commentary. He could go be a pro wrestler, which is way safer, you know?
Yeah.
If he wanted to, because he's got the charisma and stuff. He could do stuff like that. Or he could just do nothing. You know, you make that kind of money a few times as he has, you know, his $100 million deal with UFC potentially. If he does a fight with Mayweather, he'll probably make near that money, you know? Because, I mean, hell, the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, didn't each guy get, like, I think Mayweather got close to $100 million off of that, didn't he? You know?
I think so.
So it's like, I mean, you know, and this would draw. I'm sure this would draw huge. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know,
well, because everyone's always talking about, you know, boxing versus UFC.
Yeah.
And I know it's not the same beast, because if it was, the only way they can make that fair for boxing versus UFC is if Conor boxed Mayweather, and then Mayweather MMA fought Conor.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's.
But I mean,
what would you do for a tiebreaker, though? Arm wrestling.
Great question.
Arm wrestling.
Arm.
Over the top, baby.
Indian leg wrestle.
Oh yeah. Yes. That's the correct answer, of course.
Yeah, I don't know what the tiebreaker would be.
Yeah, me either.
Real quick, breakdance competition.
That'd be a good one too. You know, they just cut promos, like they just do like a rap battle, but it's cutting promos, and then the crowd decides.
Nice. Conor becomes Rabbit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I just was skimming an article here about why Conor McGregor's no longer the featherweight champion, and it is because of basically what I was saying. Like, he's the featherweight champion, and because they let him fight Diaz again, excuse me, it tied up the belt for like a year. And Dana White said there's a logjam of guys that are getting angry because they can't get a title shot because the champ's not available. So it looks like Aldo is going to be given the featherweight belt, which is surprising. I'm surprised they didn't just put the belt up for line and then have a match or a fight, and the winner is the champion. You know,
I agree.
Or do a King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather they put the belt out there and then have a tournament to determine who the champion is. Yeah.
But either way, I mean,
that would be awesome.
I guess in fairness, Aldo, whatever the next fight will be Aldo defending the title. So it's, it's not like the belt won't be on the line. It's just, I don't know. I'm just a little surprised they just handed it to someone versus saying, hey, we're going to put the belt up, winner of this fight,
I want to see an old style UFC where the guys fought multiple matches in one night to determine the featherweight champion.
That was one of the things I dug a little bit about Bellator. Was they used to run tournaments for their belt. Like they'd have,
right,
or they would just run tournaments. Even if it wasn't for a belt, they would just run tournaments within their like normal TV programming, basically, And I think the rounds were shorter, to promote, because the guys would have to fight on short notice, basically. But that was such a cool idea. It's terrible probably for the guys, to fight and have to fight again. Because you're not getting a fair chance to heal up. But yeah, it was fun to watch. So
I got it. If Aldo wants to maintain the featherweight belt, that they're just going to hand him all willy-nilly.
Yeah, I mean, he did earn the spot. The only person who's really made him look silly was Conor McGregor.
No. Here's what they need to do, Brian.
All right.
Aldo becomes a champion and survive the Digstown Challenge.
Oh man, can you imagine in UFC trying to survive? I mean, boxing would be bad enough trying to fight guy after guy, because if nothing else, they're just fresh, and you're gassed, I can't imagine most of the guys in UFC would be able to handle it, because your cardio is just not built that way.
If Louis Gossett Jr. can do it.
Dude, he had James Wooden in his corner, though.
Is Louis Gossett Jr. alive?
I think he is. I don't remember him dying. You want me to look, or are you looking?
I got it.
All right. We asked this question way too much on this show.
Is Louis Gossett Jr. alive?
No, just like is.
Do we ask that a
No,
lot?
I meant like is fill in the blank, still alive.
He is alive.
All right.
80 years old.
See? Wow,
alive and well, though.
That's actually younger than I thought.
I'm going to louisgossett.com.
Wow. What? Oh, you.
Of course he's got a website. It's a shitty website, but he has a website. Oh, he's got a foundation he's either made. It's a great idea, I'm sure. I hate the name.
Does it promote the Digstown Challenge in underprivileged youths?
Oh my God, that would be the best. But no. It is Racism Foundation.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I feel like Johnny Carson. Racism.
Right, when he's doing Kreskin or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right? That wasn't right. It's not Kreskin. It's something else, isn't it? Kreskin was actually a magician, I believe. I can't remember now.
I don't remember what he called himself.
I'm looking.
He had a giant turban, though.
Karnak. That's what it was. Karnak. The amazing Kreskin was actually a like a magician or whatever.
An actual dude.
Yeah. Johnny Carson was Karnak. I knew that wasn't right. As soon as I said it, I was like, this doesn't feel right. It's Karnak the Magnificent. That's what it was. I'm looking at the wiki for it.
I want to know if he is in anything. Oof, not since 2008, where he was in The Real Catch as police chief.
Oh, that's a good role for him.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he was the voice of Lucius Fox in Batman Superman animated.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
There
you go.
I didn't know that.
Boom.
I read a few days ago that the head of DC Entertainment, I guess, kind of dropped like that they may be looking at doing a streaming service of like different DC property stuff, like the animated shows, all the TV shows that are DC properties, and all that, in like one streaming area.
Now, I know that's fucking sweet and shit because we both love DC animated, but I've got a streaming service that trumps that, my friend.
Well, in fairness, they have, that stuff's all available on other places. I'm not sure that you need just a DC one, but whatever, more power to them. Marvel could do the same thing, really, if, over time.
This is true.
They're not going to. They're just going to go through Netflix, probably.
But I still have a streaming service that trumps both. They could have the X-Men versus Batman channel streaming. And I got one that beats it.
Okay.
Brian, have you heard of brownsugar.com?
No, I haven't.
You haven't heard of brownsugar.com?
I have not.
The streaming service where you can stream blaxploitation films of the 70s?
No, I have not. No. What? Sounds like something
Stream the biggest collection and the baddest movies, such as, and I'm looking at the top movies I have here, Foxy Brown.
Nice.
Shaft.
Awesome.
The Mac.
Nice.
Hell Up in Harlem. Superfly.
Mm-hmm.
I Escaped from Devil's Island. What?
No, I'm assuming this is a pay service, right? Not just some website that has a collection of these.
I think it's like $3.99 a month.
Ah, all right. That's not bad.
Not terrible.
All your
and
favorite
it has a free month. You can. I mean, there was a lot of blaxploitation movies,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I bet can watch them all in a month and then cancel the shit.
That'd be an interesting challenge. Like, see if you could literally watch every movie on the website in that month.
It's like the Dixtown challenge.
Yeah.
But way better.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they're not really adding new movies to it, I would assume, right? I mean, unless they get rights to ones they didn't have before, but there aren't really new blaxploitation movies coming out, so.
Right?
Yeah. So I would think, does it say how many movies they have? Does it give like we have over 10,000 or just some number like that?
It does not.
Oh,
it
okay.
does not.
All right. That probably
just
tells you
all I have is watch trailer, start your thing, the titles, the black explosion of hot chicks, cool cats, and cult classics. Which is a great tagline.
Yeah. I actually thought that was a description for a movie, and I was like, I'm in, but.
Well, I've never heard of I Escaped from Devil's Island, but Jim Brown. And the tagline at the top of the movie poster is, "He's the devil they named the island for."
Wow.
Why would he escape his own island? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's, what's it called again? I Escaped from Devil's Island?
I Escaped from Devil's Island.
There it is, from 1973, starring Jim Brown, former running back of the Cleveland Browns.
What?
It's rated 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb. I was just curious.
Shut your mouth.
No, we're not talking about Shaft.
Just talking about Devil's Island.
No, we're not talking about Shaft, though. Wow, I'm looking for... There's the storyline. Okay. Wow, that's not much of a synopsis. In 1916, a group of prisoners plot their escape from the notorious fortress located in French Guiana.
Well, you said 1916?
Yeah. The movie's from the 70s, but
all right.
The storyline takes place...
Well, yeah, I know.
Apparently in 1916. I guess. I don't know.
It should be just plot synopsis. Jim Brown fucks up sharks.
Yeah, right? That would be really funny. It's just him fist fighting sharks for the whole movie. And not like in the Batman classic movie where he pulls out the shark repellent, or the shark spray, sorry. It's the repellent shark, I forgot what it is. The shark repellent bat spray, that's what it is. It's just him literally shirtless, just fist fighting sharks.
I'd watch it.
I would too, you're right.
He forms a strange bond with Left Shark from however many years ago it was already.
Right. I feel like this should be our new podcast, Tony. We should get a subscription to this, and we should just review the movies we watch on this. See if we can watch every movie.
That seems like a grand... That seems like a great idea, actually. Let's put it on our shelf of great ideas.
All right. Done.
It's quite the extensive shelf that's covered in layers of dust.
Also true. There's also probably a layer of grime or 6 on there, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Probably some dick pics.
Probably? Come on. Obviously. Some classy ones, of course, though.
Obviously. Clearly
the classiest.
I have a kind of follow-up story, unless we want to keep talking about, blaxploitation and brown sugar.
No, go ahead.
Do you remember, like, I don't know, earlier this year when I was watching just some dopey documentary about the search for General Tso?
Yes.
Apparently the guy that created General Tso's chicken,
he's dead.
So 2016 claims another.
Man, just won't stop.
Chinese chef Pang Chang Ku,
right.
I think. He's dead.
All
He's probably just old.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Well,
you ever have General Tso's chicken? It's full of sugar and fat and deliciousness.
Yeah, I was just going to say he'd probably been eating
he's dead.
General Tso's every day. Well, they said the other day, the creator of the Big Mac died too. So 2016 can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
He's killing
it. Right.
It is literally, apparently 2016 stumbled onto Metallica's Kill 'Em All album and taking it too literally. Like, whew.
For sure.
Man.
That's true. I did see the Big Mac guy died.
Yeah.
God damn it. I gotta be killing everybody.
According to the guy's son, he had a Big Mac at like every day of his life. Which.
Well, that'll do it, you son of a bitch.
He didn't die at like 40 though. I mean, he was, older. So.
Oh my God, he was 98.
Yeah. Big Mac every day, though.
I'm eating Big Macs every day, and I've always adored the Big Mac.
I know, me too. Yeah. I actually had one yesterday, in his honor.
Did you? Nice.
No, I think we went to the grocery store and there's a McDonald's right there, and I, was hungry, so McDonald's it was.
I think the last time I had a Big Mac, I had a coupon, Brian. A coupon.
A coupon, right?
For Big Mac, get a Big Mac free.
Right.
And God damn it, I ate 2 Big Macs that day.
Yeah. Well, I remember that because you used to do that a lot. Like when we would hang out, we'd swing by McDonald's and you would just order 2 Big Macs. And I'm like, how can you eat 2 of those things? And you're just like, oh, as you 2-fist them. Like this.
I'm a fucking warrior.
Yeah. Like this, you just extend your jaw, unhinge your jaw, and, there it was. It was pretty weird.
Weird, wild stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wow. Why did these people that got to create these tasty, delicious treats be dying on us?
I know, right? Well, it's 2016.
What's next?
That's why.
Apple pie guy? Hostess cherry guy?
Yeah, maybe. If so, they better watch out. I mean, 2016 still got a few weeks left, so, I figured it's going to be a cram session, so I'd watch out.
Well, you heard about, what's his name? Neil Armstrong, what's his name? Jesus Christ.
Buzz Aldrin?
They had to rush him out of Antarctica. Why the fuck was he down there? Or was it a Buzz?
Yeah, it was Buzz
Whoever's
Aldrin.
in Antarctica is dying. That was on the moon.
Yeah. Did you see, they showed, to rescue him, they had to send a C-130 for him. They had to send a massive plane to get this one guy.
Was that massive plane going to pick up Buzz Aldrin, or did someone just get their 11 kill streak?
That's a nice Call of Duty reference right there. I don't know. Good question. Good question. Yeah. Yeah, it was just funny because, they had to fly something to him because, they've only got so much time from what I was reading. Like they have to, or on TV, I mean, they had a thing where they talked about how because of the elevation or whatever, they had to get him down, closer to sea level, and then start administering, whatever to him. Because of, whatever the pressure change and stuff and the altitude made a huge difference in his situation.
We're back. My internet apparently went the way of the Big Mac guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It died on me.
Yeah. Your internet had a Big Mac every day of its life too. Yeah.
Fucking hey, Jesus. It's goddamn pathetic, Brian.
It is.
You'd think 2017 almost.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd be able to just take my lappy here and go out in the middle of the woods and get internet.
You would think so. Like a very strong connection, but
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe, you can't because, in order to have that kind of coverage, you'd have to just absorb ungodly amounts of radiation.
Worth it.
Yeah. It's like, maybe I'll become the Hulk.
Man, that'd be sick.
Or you'll just die of cancer. Whatever.
Or just collapse in the field clutching my laptop.
Right.
I loved you, Lappy.
Worth it. Reminds me of an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force where they Shake gets this grill that's got this ridiculous beam that fires out of it, and I forgot what he called. I think he calls it the flavor ray or something like that. And he puts a hot dog on his antenna of a phone, and he's moving toward it, to cook the hot dog, and he doesn't get anywhere near the grill, and the hot dog is immediately black, And over the course of the episode, it just makes everything outside really hot. It actually catches clouds on fire at one point.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I just picture that, except with radiation,
Oh, burning clouds.
Yeah, that was, I cracked up at that because I hadn't, it was an episode I hadn't seen yet, and just, yeah, that made me laugh. So, yeah.
You can never go wrong with burning clouds.
Nope, I agree. Let's see what else we get here. I was listening to the Ross Report last night, and because he had Broken Matt Hardy on there, and I didn't get to listen to all of it because honestly, I didn't sleep the night before, So last night I'm listening to it and I'm just laying on my bed, and next thing you know, I'm waking up going, wow, I just, nodded out. So I was like, I should probably stop and try to see if I can sleep, because it's not
Did
often.
you have dilapidated dreams?
Well, I already discussed my dream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
But, again, Matt was in character for he's in character the whole interview, which I appreciate the fact that he's doing these podcasts and staying in character the whole time. And JR, of course, because, he worked in the business, he understands, how to feed him questions, feed him questions that work for the gimmick,
Right.
But there's a lot of rumors going around. I guess his TNA contract is up in January. And there's a lot of talk that Vince McMahon's going to make a hard push to bring him to WWE. And TNA is, got new buyers finally, but it's still a ship. But I could see where Hardy might stay, because they're going to pay him well, because he's the best thing they got. And
right.
On top of that, they're going to probably offer him way more freedom than McMahon's ever going to offer him. Because Vince McMahon controls everything. In TNA, right. Matt Hardy, is going to have free reign to do a lot of this stuff. So I'm very curious to see how that turns out, because, he certainly could. Plus, WWE's talked to, there's been rumors for a while they want to bring the Hardys back at some point for the nostalgia run, the tag team belts or whatever. So
they could solve crimes in true Hardy Boy fashion.
Obviously. As long as Broken Matt Hardy is one of them, I would watch that show.
I'd read the novels again.
Dude, Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero going around solving mysteries. Tell me you wouldn't watch that.
I would watch that.
That would be a ridiculous. Plus with Vanguard and Senior Benjamin on their side, this would be awesome. You know what it would turn out like?
I would really love?
Huh? Have you watched that Mike Tyson mystery show?
I think I watched an episode a long time ago.
Yeah, it'd probably end up something like that.
It needs to be something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But they need to super kick Encyclopedia Brown through a window.
Just every once in a while, they just do it for funsies.
Like it's Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty style.
Yeah, exactly. Of course. Right through the barbershop window. Yep.
Right through the window.
Yep.
Super kick. His little dumb glasses go flying.
Yeah. That seems fair to me.
Great.
I'll allow it.
I read the shit out of Encyclopedia Brown, and then I started reading Corona books.
Right. Like Penthouse letters and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dear Penthouse.
Oh, man. But anyway, the part of it that I did listen to was entertaining. So again, if you like Broken Matt Hardy in character, it's pretty interesting. And Jeff Ross Jeff Ross, geez. Yeah, he's roasting him. No, Jim Ross, asks him some pretty decent questions about just other stuff. Like they do talk about the contract and stuff like that. So, and I just love listening to him say, Vince McMahon's name. I'm trying to remember how he says it now. McMahon or whatever it is. McMahon. I don't remember. McMahon. I don't know. I don't know.
Big Mac. He's dead.
Yeah. Oh. Little Mac still fighting his way through. No, he's probably a trainer now.
Probably.
You know what I'm talking about, right? They'll punch out.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Punch out.
Just making sure. Figured you were on board.
Now.
Just double checking.
Come on now, Brian. Come on now. Now, I know we're all over the place.
Oh, this whole show's been a mess.
And
yeah.
It's just a terrific pile of shit. And the McDonald's people, those mutant food people they decided to create, was there ever a representation of a Big Mac? Because I don't think Mayor McCheese was a Big Mac.
He was an officer. Remember? He was a
Officer
cop.
Big Mac?
Don't you
I
remember?
don't remember this.
I'm going mad local here. But when McDonald's was on Lasky, when it was down the street, like by where Collector's World was, you remember that McDonald's from when we were little children?
Fucking sick-ass conveyor belt.
Yeah, it had a playground out front. And
watch your goddamn Happy Meal go through the ceiling. You go to that McDonald's.
It had a playground on it. And one of the things they had on it was a thing you could crawl up into Officer Big Mac and then like...
You loved every second of it,
Yeah, he
too.
did. Yeah.
That fucking creep.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there was an Officer Big Mac though. Yes.
Yeah.
And of
All right,
course he had an accent because, Big Mac. So had to be like an Irish cop, or whatever.
Hey,
right.
Yeah.
you would think this would have be made on a potato bun.
It wasn't Irish nachos, Tony.
Oh yeah. Fucking Irish nachos. Jesus Christ.
Good. I had something else here, I think, didn't I? No, actually I don't. That's all I got. Because we're getting to the point where we should probably move into the, the normal stuff toward the end of the show.
Well, then hold on, because I got one more goddamn news story to bring up.
Okay.
So, did you see that for, Rogue One's coming out in a few weeks?
Yes.
Sick ass Rogue One.
Yeah.
That Epcot Center, they're turning into the Death Star in celebration of Rogue One.
I did not see that, but that's pretty awesome.
The old spaceship Earth is there. Yeah, they're gonna redo the exterior so it doesn't look like a stupid golf ball anymore.
Right.
It's gonna look like the Death Star.
It should just always look like the Death Star.
It is Disney. It should be a fully operational space station.
For what they paid for Star Wars, it should be the Death Star all the time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can treat, like, I don't know, half the panhandle like Alderaan.
Let it go, man. You're out of Florida. It's okay now.
It's not okay.
Actually, I forgot. I had one other thing. What you just said reminded me of it, which was they announced this week, or I believe, that Universal Studios is going to have, what's it called?
AIDS?
No, probably not anyway. No, they're going to have, they created a partnership with Nintendo. So it looks like they're going to probably have, it says characters, action adventure, so you can step inside the games via attractions that capture the adventure, fun, and whimsy of playing your favorite titles. But there's no details as far as what yet.
I have a couple things here.
Okay.
If I can't go to Universal and uppercut a block, they're a bunch of cunts.
That would be awesome if you could do that.
If I can't go to Universal and they don't have a go-kart track.
Oh my God, yes.
Idiots.
Oh my God, yes. Although I don't, if nothing else, they could have a go-kart attraction where you're in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
To where you could have a thing on the, that controls like you firing a weapon or whatever. Because some of the rides are that way there that were pretty awesome. But you're right about the block though. It'd be so easy to do, just a background and some digital deal on the block to where you jump up and you hit it and it triggers a thing. Oh, that'd be so, can you imagine how awesome that would be, especially if you put a lower one so little kids could do it too. People capturing
kids, they can't jump. They're not going to get nothing.
All right, fair enough. So you have a friend of yours captured you jumping and hitting that block a bunch of times, maybe jumping.
I will dress up like a plumber and run around just stomp toddlers like they're Goombas.
Wow, that got dark. Wow. Damn. Be great. They have a whole Mario attraction at the end of it. They're just like, your princess is in another castle. And you're like, son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Let's tear the place apart. Oh, man. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool, though, because, like you said, that you right there, just some ideas. I was actually going to mention that because I thought it would be kind of a cool potential, like, Q of the W or something, which would be what Nintendo attraction would you like to see Universal get?
Well, why don't we do that? Because I have one, but mine isn't time based.
Okay,
and we're talking about that right now.
So I mean, not to mention, imagine I'm hoping for Super Bash Brothers, so you can just beat the shit out of other people. No.
That would be fantastic.
You dress up like characters and then just beat the shit out of each other. Seems fun, right?
Well, I am for sure going to be Captain Falcon, just so I could Falcon punch everybody.
Yes. I agree.
Falcon Punch.
So what about you?
Oh, and he yells and announces it.
Oh, you're right. He does. This is perfect, man. The show's coming full circle, Tony. We tied it back together.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Oh man.
I'm
honestly with you. Mario Kart would be the one I would say, because I think that would be the coolest thing to be immersed into, as if you felt like you were actually, playing Mario Kart or part of a Mario Kart game.
Right. Yeah. If you could, throw somebody off the side of Rainbow Road, I'm in. But I think my attraction would be the Legend of Zelda chicken gangbang. When you see a chicken, you start kicking the crap out of it, and then 400 chickens come out of nowhere and just annihilate you.
Yes. That's such a good one. Oh, shit. That would be the other ride would be like Chocobo racing would be.
Oh, definitely.
Really an interesting
Chocobo racing.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be kids games where they could go with a Zelda sword and just break pots and shit.
Right. Now, in fairness, Chocobo racing wouldn't exist because it's not a Disney property, but, which actually I want to kind of point out is, keep in mind that your answer needs to be contained to the Mario or the Nintendo universe, not just any video game.
There'd be a Kirby blowjob station.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, yeah.
Riding Yoshis and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yoshi's World would probably be a whole attraction on its own, I
think of the sheer excitement of yanking turnips out of the ground a la Mario 2.
So much fun. So much. God. Awful. Then every year they can do a wizard style tournament, give away a Power Glove to the winner, copy of Mario 3.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. You're like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Well, I mean, they made it for the Wii, and I'm sure you could buy it probably digitally. So, you can still play it.
Probably.
It's always fun to play. I played it when they.
I'm trying to think what other Nintendo properties would be amazing.
Yeah, they really don't have a ton, but there's plenty of Nintendo games that offer something. So, it's basically the attraction would be something from that game,
I mean, Mario's obviously the big one.
Yeah. And I think Mario Kart would be the most interesting one to me. Although if they had some sort of a virtual reality thing where you could run around like you were Mario in like a level, it'd be kind of cool,
Let's see here. So I just did a quick Google.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Right.
Donkey Kong. Duh.
Right. That'd be fun.
Oh, F-Zero. They could do a thing there.
F-Zero would be fun. Yeah.
Of course, all the Metroid. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Star Fox.
Of course, Brian, because we didn't really. Yeah, Star Fox. That'd be my shit. I used to love that game.
That'd be a cool one to fly around in.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, obviously there'd have to be.
It's a given.
As long as, because I would assume that's part of the deal, But yeah, Pokemon will be like the second biggest thing after Mario, probably.
Punch Out too. That's one of their properties.
Perfect. Yeah, just no Mike Tyson though. Just Punch Out though. The game.
No, just Punch Out.
I think didn't they put a version of it out without Mike Tyson? Like they just had some other name or something.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other one was, but it was definitely they had Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and then they just had Punch Out.
Right, Mike Tyson Punch Out, the only one to own. Forget the other one.
Oh, definitely. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Good there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So I guess, since we're kind of doing the Q the W there, do you want to just go ahead and wrap up last week's too? Since I kind of already let us down, we'll do things a little out of order this time.
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Might as well. But hold on, I'm trying to load the soundboard because my Kindle shut down. Oh. So yeah, Universal Studios opening up Nintendo Land in theory.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you want to see in Nintendo Land?
Show me what you got.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Now it's official.
Nice. Yeah. I like it.
So last week's QW was, what was your favorite bite from Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I only got one answer here on the old face page.
Okay.
That's from our pal Big Dev.
Right.
He says the brined and smoked turkey that he does.
That looked pretty
I just
awesome.
saw pictures of it, and it looked amazing.
Yeah, it did. I would certainly like to try that.
Yeah, I would do nerdy things to that turkey.
Yeah, he probably did, I'm sure.
Well, that's why it was so, like, it looked all delicious and defeated at the same time.
That's where the brine came from.
Oh, boy.
Ooh. So anyway.
You should come out with your own brine.
Yeah, brine.
Brine's brine.
Yeah. You should brine that turkey. Be like, oh, I already have. Like, no, brine that turkey.
That would be awesome.
That just seems like that's just asking for a lot of trouble right there, my friend. But I like it.
I like it too. Seems like an awesome business opportunity.
You're right. We'll put that on the list with the other stuff.
The shelf of amazing ideas.
Yes, exactly. It's a big shelf. We've got a lot of things on it. Just,
it does have a big shelf.
A lot of dust. It's mostly just dust, though.
Oh, Chigs dig us. Chigs dig us for our big shelf.
I don't want chicks dicking us, Tony. I mean, you nothing. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you're into. But I'm not signing off on that.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. So over on Twitter, Neil from DavPod, his answer for his favorite or best Thanksgiving bite was Annalise's butt. Nerdy.
Nerdy.
Good answer, though. And Heno, co-host of The Crazy Life that I'm on, and Gotham Lights and whatever else he does, he said, caramel toffee crunch chocolate pie just blew up my full tanks this year. Holy Hannah, that was good pie.
Sounds delicious.
It does.
Fine combination.
Yeah. It's like everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
Here's all the things. I'm like, thanks. Let's see if I got any emails. I don't think I did. I think that's the end of it. Yep, that's it.
Wow, people apparently hate Thanksgiving. It was a short notice week.
Yeah, it was a short notice week, so
yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah. It's all right. These things happen.
Yeah, we expect you all to make up for it on this week's.
I agree.
Cue the W.
I don't want to just hear, I want a Nintendo ride. I want a Mario Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
I want specifics.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you want a Mario soccer game or something. Because they made that.
Right.
I forgot. Mario Strikers, that's what it was called. I couldn't remember what the soccer one was. Yeah, Mario Tennis was fun, man. I liked playing that game.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
Mario Baseball was a blast. I played that a lot.
They made Mario everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So there you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. What else we got here? Oh, yeah, time for some the Dude Mountain update.
The old Dude Mountain update. Where is it? There it is.
Dude Mountain.
Oh my!
It's been pretty much like the same people in the same positions.
Yeah,
you gotta mix this shit up, bro. At least our buddy Clint actually put in his picks this week, though.
Right. I posted I actually almost forgot. It was like 6:30 and somebody here mentioned, like, oh, who's playing tonight? I'm like, immediately
son of a bitch.
Pull the app up on my phone, get my picks in, cause as long as you get the one in, you're good, till Sunday.
Yeah. Cause you can do the rest later.
Yeah. But it was just, I was like, oh geez, cause I almost did forget this week, but I don't think it mattered.
Our buddy Clint is still, he is the urinal mint of Dude Mountain right now.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But he did get his picks in, and so maybe he can climb out of the hole he's created for himself.
Now,
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if he did put all his picks in, but somehow got all of them wrong?
Well, he's got one this
so he's already ruined it. Okay.
Boom. But so right above him is still Neil from Daft Pod.
Mm-hmm.
The old John Bond glistens.
Yep.
Our John Bond losing.
Ooh, damn.
Ooh, I said it, Neil. I said it.
Damn.
I know. And then you got Hobie Pod up in the third spot from the bottom. I don't know what we're calling these positions.
I don't know either. Good question.
Yeah, in the troughs, the gutters of Dude Mountain.
That seems
you got
accurate.
Clint, Neil, and Jeff from Hobie.
Right.
Just being Hobieing it up.
Yeah, they're just stewing in the juices, you know?
Stewing in the juices. And I gotta ascend this madness and get above the clouds and look at the peak.
Yeah. Set the clouds on fire, Tony.
What?
Set the clouds on fire.
I will set the fucking clouds on fire.
Nice.
So number 1, you got the Space Pope.
Yeah.
He's doing fine. He had a strong week last week.
Yeah, he did.
Must be Space Jesus powers.
I don't know. Something like that.
I mean, if he's a Space Pope, I can only assume there's Space Jesus.
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Maybe we'll have to have some talks with him, find out.
And then there's a 3-way tie for all positions after that.
Yeah.
So you got Fuzzy and Fatty, the demonic hellhounds of football picks.
Wow.
Also known as Heno's team.
Right.
You got Team Awesome, who's sickly and ill right now.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
And you have the Salty Kings.
Right.
Come on, Brian. You gotta do this for salty language.
Well, I am the cream of the crop. I just got to figure out how to rise to the top.
Exactly.
Oof.
Because I'm down here, like, I'm barely keeping my bootlaces out of the filth at the bottom of Dude Mountain now.
It's true.
I used to be at the top.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of that Drake song. I started at the top, and now I'm here.
Right.
Oh, nice. I didn't even realize you were wearing that shirt.
I'm wearing my Sweller shirt that says started at the top, started at the bottom, still there.
So there you go. That's your Dude Mountain update for everybody. I know everyone's really super curious.
Oh, for sure. They just scrub to this part of the show. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's probably the smartest thing to do.
Exactly. All right. Enough of this. Boom.
All right. Fair enough. I have Shut Up and Take My Money for this week as well.
What? I don't know where it is. There it is.
Shut up and take my money.
Super low.
Super low.
That's better.
Yeah, good enough. And Shut Up and Take My Money for this week. Well, the first one is from our pal, former enthusiast guest, finally, Eric Palicki. Him and his sister, which he talked about the book on the enthusiast episode that he's part of, which you should go listen to. It's number 35, I believe. It's their comic called, him and his sister Adrienne put out, they wrote a book called No Angel from Black Mask Studios, and it came out this past Wednesday, so everybody should go try to find a copy, which apparently is not the easiest thing to do because it looks like it's sold out. From the Black Mask posted a thing on the Twitter that says it's sold out. So check your local comic shop and see if they have a copy, or you can buy it on Comixology, which we'll have a link to. But go check your local comic shop first.
Definitely shop local.
Yeah, go check.
Even if it smells like BO and urine in there, shop local.
It's harsh. Although, I mean, I can't knock it too much because
I
was going to say I can't knock it too hard. We've had 2 shops in this city that both smelled like BO, so I can't knock it.
If it smells like funk and fungus toe, you're in the right place.
Yeah, you are. You're in Tony's house.
That's right.
Wait. Anyway, but yeah, go check it out. It's called No Angel, and it's the first issue. It's got pretty sexy covers and whatnot, so definitely check it out. Or like I said, if you're a digital person, that's fine too. Comixology has it. And also, if you're on the Twitters, maybe go check out at ePalicki and, tell them what you thought of the book. So,
tell them Salty Language sent you.
Damn right. Oof. Yeah. So yeah, there's the first Shut Up and Take My Money for the week.
Don't forget about Comixology, coupon code SLPOD, I wish.
Yeah, right. Well, it's odd. It's an Amazon company, but our code doesn't work. Like, you can't click
it's back on the website.
Right. But you can't use that and then go to Comixology.
You can't click through. I agree.
Which stinks. It would be cool.
Lame.
Yeah. I will say this. There is a chance, and I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but maybe talk with your local comic book shop. Find out if they have any sort of a referral code for Comixology to where maybe they get a couple shekels by you buying through Comixology. They were doing that for a while.
That's a fine idea.
Yeah, so if they do that, a couple cents towards your local comic shop. That way, because maybe they don't have it in, they can't reorder it yet, because there isn't a second print yet, So, or maybe you could still help them out a little bit in the process. So, boom. All right, the second.
Pretty sure it's coupon code yellowed underpants.
That would be our coupon code. I wish we got to come up with ways of doing coupon codes because I think you and I would have too much fun with that.
Oh, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah. The second one, and the more important one.
Shut up and take my money.
Thank you. The more important one is the Salty Language T-shirts, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Available through Amazon.
Are you talking about the loose and slim fit Salty Language T-shirts?
I am, yes.
With, in theory, more designs to come?
Yes. And those can be found. You can just go right to saltylanguage.com. Click on the, I forgot what you named the tab. Is it store?
Goddamn merch, I believe.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah. Go to the merch tab, and then boom, take you right there. Or you could click on the Amazon link on the right of the page, and then go to Amazon and look up Salty Language shirt. I think is what we used before. Salty
Language shirt, or I think I put SL merch as our store,
right?
Quote unquote.
Yeah, it's something like that for sure. I should have had this in front of me, and I totally SLP merch.
SLP merch.
Yep. So there you go. So yeah, check that out. If so, I think I don't know if we get an extra referral out of that or not, but whatever.
I don't know.
So. But yeah, there's,
I would like to say, if you have a Salty Language shirt, send us a picture. Instagram.
For sure. Yeah.
Salty Language Pod.
Now, send us a picture of you doing salty things with your shirt on.
Oh
my. Yeah. No, seriously, if you do.
Salting your driveway or.
Yeah. Salting your French fries.
Finishing salting your chocolate dessert.
Right. No, not assaulting someone. That's probably a bad
No,
call.
Definitely not.
Unless you yell out.
For sure not jerking off into it.
Right. I was going to say, unless you are yelling out your move before assaulting someone. Like if you yell Falcon Punch and, have a video of you wearing the Salty Language shirt, then yeah, maybe pass it on. But
it's acceptable.
Yeah. But, keep in mind that, police may be watching your video and using it as evidence.
It could only be beat if you yell dick punch and punch somebody in the dick.
Do you know how much I would I don't want to see people get I do. I don't want people to actually get punched in the dick.
Yeah, you do.
But
you do.
It would crack me up if that was our gimmick, is people wearing our shirts punching people in the dick, and that's that went viral for us.
Seems like a terrible way to go viral.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'd much prefer other ways, but what are you gonna do? So yeah.
A now less successful podcast making news. Their viral campaign of penile punching.
Right.
And it cuts a video. Dick punch! Gadoosh!
No. It cuts to the video. Beep punch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, censored.
Punch.
Yeah.
The so-called Salty Language podcast.
The old SLDP, son. Wait.
I want to have a news story about us now.
All right, so now I think we should put a shirt out that's just hashtag SLDP.
SLDP.
Yeah. It's supposed to be in Salty Language Dick Punch, but if you and a buddy want to each get a shirt and do the other, I mean, that's acceptable as well. Send us a picture of you and your buddy Eiffel Towering someone. No.
Wearing shirts.
Of course. Yeah, we don't just want random pics. We just,
Yeah.
Oh, God, that'd be awful.
We want you wearing our merch.
This is terrible. We should not encourage this.
Probably not.
We're setting ourselves up to get dick pics, Tony. We should stop.
We are. We are becoming the ladies of the internet.
Well, wait. Yeah, I don't know if I like where that's going either.
I don't know.
Trying to say we're not the manly men that we used to be.
Well, just because, we're going to start getting dick pics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Like the ladies of the internet.
Yeah. What are you going to do? At least they're buying the product.
It's true.
Yeah. I guess in the end, that's what matters. He's like, we don't care what you do with it once you get it, but, just buy it.
Buy it.
Also, Christmas is coming up, and, what better gift for Christmas than to give people a shirt of a podcast they've never heard of?
I agree. Here's what I recommend. You get them a shirt. You get them a thumb drive with all of our shows on it.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
You tell them enjoy. On this thumb drive, you also have a Trojan virus.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's no good.
No?
No.
Oh.
No, we don't want to be associated. No, we don't want to be associated.
I thought we were doing
with
crazy viral things again.
Well, if you do that, you have to yell Trojan virus when you give it to them.
No, when they put the thumb drive in their computer. Like, what is this MP3 downloading? Trojan virus!
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, that'd be awful. Can you imagine if that was the case? As it's downloading, your computer just yells Trojan virus, hey, or yells dick pic, and it just dick pics just aplenty. It has a thing in there that it just sources dick pics from the internet connection. It just keeps popping every picture of dicks that it can find.
All the dicks.
That's a great program, actually. We should get that, put that on the shelf too.
Exactly.
Oh,
the old dirty shelf.
Yeah, well, it's filthy now.
Sounds like a weird sex move.
Right.
Yeah, I gave her the old dirty shelf.
It does. Damn, we already have a Q of the W. Otherwise, I'd be like, tell us what you think the dirty shelf is.
That's just extra credit homework.
Right. My head immediately went into thinking about Elf on the Shelf, too. So that's a whole different ballgame.
Oh, my God. Speaking of Elf, real quick.
Okay.
Because I know we're probably getting to the point where it's going to start running long.
Absolutely.
We were in Tarjay.
Right.
Down when we were in Florida because we had to get, random garbage that you need in Florida.
Yeah, right.
And, Elf on the Shelf is obviously a thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
There's also, because weird, someone's trying to cash in on Hanukkah now.
Yeah.
And they have the mensch on a bench.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can't blame them, but
I can.
Where does this end? Like,
I don't know.
Is there going to be a Kwanzaa one out too? Are they going to, is there going to be one for atheists? I mean, I don't know what that would be, but
I'm expecting the next one's going to be something to do with Harambe.
Oh God, probably. Yeah.
I don't know what.
Who knows? Dick's out for Harambe, the favorite
Dick's
game of most
Harambe.
people at home,
Exactly.
All right. Well, way to bring us down before we wrap the show up, Tony.
Yep.
Nice job.
I'll cheer you up. Just think about Harambe nativity scene.
Yeah, good call. All right.
That's all to cheer you up.
All right, I'm back. Shite. All right. Well, this is the part where we wrap the show up. So, as we've been instructing you over the last few minutes, essentially, go to saltylanguage.com, do all sorts of horrible things to the merch tab, buy all the shirts. For everyone they should get a shirt. And, they make great stocking stuffers. They make great gags if you need to gag someone. You could probably tie their hands up with them if you're into that.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're a multi-tool is what they are. They're not even just shirts. They're a multi-tool.
It's like a Swiss Army knife you can wear.
So when you put one on, you too can be a multi-tool.
Nice. Nice.
Anyway, but, also while you're on there, all the social media links that you need are on there. The Amazon link is back on there, according to Tony. So, if you're going to shop on Amazon, please hit that up first and then shop away as normal. They chip us off a little bit. And
a little piece, break us off a little something.
Yeah. And you can also see the networks we're part of, such as Tangent Bound Network, the Geek Life Radio podcast list, and
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
entertainment. I think that's it for the well, Tony will have videos and whatnot from this week as well that'll be ready for
Ninja Star
to sexify your fingers and everything.
Unless that video is not on YouTube, then I won't have that one.
I saw it a long time ago, but it's been a long time ago since I looked.
Same here.
So it's still out there somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it.
Yeah, if for some reason it's not on YouTube, I will at least try to include it in our links section of our website.
Right. All right.
Which hopefully new salty language site coming soon.
Ooh, what a tease.
I'm breaking ground on some new shit. I'm kicking out the natives of this part of the internet.
Wait a minute. Slow down.
Because Thanksgiving.
No, Tony. No. We're not doing that. No, we remember we discussed this. Our lawyer said not to do that.
But I heard geez.
Talk about the scum of the earth, the salty language lawyers.
Oh, geez. I can't take back those killings.
The scummiest of the earth.
Yes.
All right. If you want to hit us up, send us something on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
I am at Monotony, or you can do the old salty_language on Snapchat, salty language pod on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. I'm at Ninjitsu on Snapchat if you want to follow me.
Oh, and salty language pod on the YouTubes? Although we haven't put anything up on the old YouTubes in a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't. We'll have to.
Well, besides a regular show that drops every week.
True.
Which should be enough for you savages.
Right? Come on. I'm hoping by next week or so to maybe have something new to throw up on the YouTube. So we'll see.
Beauty.
Or maybe some things. Might not just be one. Might be a couple things. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, shit.
Probably not.
Teasers.
Not really. It's probably not even going to happen. That's why I won't say what it is.
I just need to, show the amount of multitasking you can do with my salty language shirt.
Yes, exactly. Right. Be a multi-tool.
It's actually kind of funny.
Remember, if you respond to the to the Q of the W, to use the hashtag Q of the W on Twitter, or Tony usually posts it over on Facebook if you actually want to, elaborate on your response. And so that's all. The best ways to hit us up. If you have other things you want to hit us up on, all the links again are on the website. So check that out for funsies or whatever. Check out the enthusiasts that we've done. Go buy our buddy Eric's book. And buy all of them. If they have 10, buy every one of them. Give them away as gifts.
I agree.
Only after you've exhausted most of your paycheck on salty language shirts, though, of course. In fact, wrap his comic up with our shirt.
Our shirt makes excellent wrapping paper.
Exactly. So there you go. Don't buy wrapping paper, buy salty language shirts.
Way more economical. It's cotton. It recycles.
Right. And
goes back to the earth.
Also, if you're on iTunes, please leave us a review. That helps other people find us a little bit easier and whatnot. Makes us more popular or whatever, I guess. I don't know. Maybe eventually we can sit at the big kids table. And also make sure you subscribe. If you use Stitcher or other apps, if they have a like or a share button, please use those also liberally. I think that's it, right? Anything else? Oh, yeah, actually, you got one more thing to plug.
I do?
Yeah, podcast garbage.
Oh, geez. A little tired, Brian.
It's all right. I gotcha.
If you want some garbage that I know I keep saying I'm going to send you guys, and I haven't sent it out yet. Hit me up at freepodcastgarbage@gmail.com. Send me your address, or no dicks, please.
Mostly.
No dicks.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe an occasional one, but.
Maybe. But then, given it's Christmas, so you'll get a dick reindeer back, maybe.
Well, that could be fun for all ages, so,
Fun for all ages.
All right, so
hit me up and you'll get some shit.
Mm-hmm. And, let's see. Yeah, that's it. So I guess with that, have a beer, you'll be fine. I'm all over the place too, Tony.
Stay salty.
And, keep rolling.
Oh, God. I think my stomach is rolling.
Mine too.